So that's basically what it was like with the New York DEC, the Department of Environmental Conservation. What are you conserving with the environment if you're just going to off pet squirrels? Whole bunch of fucking cops chasing after a little squirrel. That's it. I saw a squirrel today, you know. It's fucking ridiculous. So I just want to go through these memes. Here you got this, and I will have my vengeance in this life for the next. And then this one, I'm not going to do the audio to this one. This is just where he heard that instead of regular coffee, he was given decaf coffee, and he was smiling and happy, and he's like, "What'd you say to me?" And then he gets all pissed off, and he's like, "You lied to me. You lied to me." And then here's a little bit more. This was a fake Trump-Vance thing. I thought Trump actually weighed in on the matter. This whole matter about Peanut the squirrel, if you're able to give a damn about a squirrel, then that means you have heart, you have empathy. And if you have empathy and compassion, then I definitely support you. And so it's sad, actually, that none of the presidential candidates have said anything about it, because this story was gaining so much traction. Chase Oliver said something about it, so that makes me want to vote for Chase Oliver. He's saying, see what happens with government overreach. So this is what happens, you know, every time I see Peanut mentioned, I think of William Wallace. And then here's a picture of him with a little cowboy hat on. You know, he was beloved. He was beloved, and why did the fucking government have to fucking take him and kill him? They said they euthanized him to do rabies testing. Oh, okay, fucking assholes. You don't even know if he had fucking rabies. Here's a little bit of the, you know, it says buddy, it says friend. He said he got so much from it. It's made him more patient. It made him more kind. It gave him something to love. And then the followers, he had 1 million followers on Instagram or something, and like 100,000 followers on TikTok. The entire damn organization was based upon him and this squirrel for the past 7 years. So they killed his best friend. And then in that interview with what was it that I forget, the one organization that's always like getting, you know, celebrities all pissed off. So it's usually a lot of trash, but they actually showed some compassion. And so he was saying it might be weird to hear that it was my best friend, but it wasn't. He gave a damn about this squirrel. He loved this squirrel, and the squirrel had loved him back by him posting all those videos. I mean, basically, look at all his different avenues of life. He said that the squirrel helped him, and that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me, you know. Gives him something to love, something to care about. He bottle fed him from when he was a tiny little squirrel. He tried to release it back into the wild, and it came back with half of its tail removed. So he was like, shit, I put that squirrel back into the wild, and something got a hold of it. Something, you know, ripped half of its tail off. And so it came back, and therefore he said he was going to take care of the damn thing. Here are just different memes, you know, more memes. Department of Environmental Conservation. You're not fucking conserving anything. Clearly, you need to have some changes when it comes to New York. This is in a farm, you know. This isn't in the middle of the city, and he was inside. He couldn't have got rabies. He couldn't have got rabies. My hatred for the government is renewed by every Peanut video. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Every time I watch one of these, I'm just, you know, I think about my own pets that have come and gone, and how, you know, people have basically, I like this one here too. This is an exciting scene where he's basically, you know, opposed to an army of villains. So you got the good people here that's against all the fucking bad people, and then eventually he charges, and then everybody else charges, including Gandalf. And they said this is Americans after the government fucks them for decades, you know, doing nothing. And then after they kill Peanut the squirrel, right? Avenge me, avenge me. And that's exactly what, you know, any living creature, he wanted to live. All he bit him, so we had to put him down. Yeah, you want to put him down to begin with. And why? Because it was loved, and you're dead on the inside. Here's John Wick. John Wick got pissed off. The whole movie, the whole John Wick series was... he got bullied by these two fucking guys that robbed him of his car, and when they beat him up at his house, they killed his dog. And they said, over a dog? And he's like, man, you know, when she had left, he lost his wife, and all he had done, she had left the dog behind. And so the dog gave him life. And so he just went ape shit on everybody because they took his dog away from him. And this is just an awesome little mural about, you know, how Pepsi is contributing to the genocide in Gaza. Here's me asking, you know, Donald and Kamala and Claudia and Cornell and Dr. Jill Stein what they think about peanut. Maybe they'll eventually get around to weighing in on it. But Chase Oliver said something. Chase Oliver said this is an unfortunate example of how government acts towards too many peaceful people. They will raid your house and kill your innocent pets due to a regulation. Disgusting. R.I.P. Peanut and Fred. That makes me want to vote. I mean, I will vote for Chase Oliver because of this. I will vote for Chase Oliver because of this. Yeah, you all care so much about other fucking people and their fucking lives and shit. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Obi, Peanut, Kenobi, even Elon Musk. Elon Musk is getting into this. And The Onion had a hilarious, you know, little article just talking about, please, you know, love me, just pretending to be Elon Musk. And if this is Elon Musk saying he's a cool person, then, you know, I fucking believe him. Here's another John Wick reference, right? You killed my beloved pet. How dare you? We can listen to this genocider. Let's see what this genocider is saying.
To defend itself, because the people of Israel must never again face the horror that a terrorist organization called Hamas caused on October 7.
So we're going to ignore the 9,000 political prisoners, hostages that Israel has captured. We're going to ignore the 200,000 children that Israel has bombed and killed to the tune of $40 billion American dollars. So we're financing it. We're giving them our UN protection, UN umbrella. And then we're also, you know, giving them money, weapons, money and weapons. So the whole thing is happening. They would rather chastise Jill Stein, the Green Party, or any of the other third parties instead of actually stopping the fucking genocide. If we're going to elect these people while they're doing a genocide, what chances do any of the rest of us have? And I asked Butch Ware if he had any thoughts about Peanut the Squirrel. He hasn't weighed in on it. Here's just an old picture of somebody saying his grandpa 50 years ago with his own Peanut. He had a wild squirrel being his friend, and he was able to tame it, and it was his buddy. And did the government come and fucking kill him? Then this one video here is pretty good. I will actually listen to this video, and then I got a couple.
Deserves a tax cut. And I believe that we will do a lot for this country by ensuring that we don't continue this disastrous tax policy.
So this is Lily Tang Williams, the lady on the right here. She's a congressional candidate in New Hampshire. Her bio says that she was inspired to leave communist China after she read a pocket U.S. Constitution. So she read the U.S. Constitution and she was inspired by our nation's founding documents. There's people that haven't even read the first sentence of the Constitution. How can you be a lawful person or a moral person if you never read the Constitution? She's not giving an inch to this former Biden aide. Let's listen to her.
You are wealthy. You're worth $20 million to $30 million. How do you know about regular people suffering? Do you go shopping, go to Walmart, buy food, and talk to those people? And you pretend to be Ranger in Nashua a few months ago and move back to run.
At first, she was sitting there shaking her head. Yep, I'm worth $20 to $30 million. And she's sitting there saying, how do you know what regular people are going through? And then eventually, maybe she caught herself that she was sitting there agreeing with everything she said. So then she started saying, shaking her head no.
For this open sea with millions of dollars from Washington, D.C. insiders. And the millions of dollars. I don't have money to run a TV ad. And you pretend you are poor, complain rent is so high. You couldn't save an apartment for other people to rent in Nashua. Just go back to your $2 million home in Portsmouth. Please don't say that, because you do not understand regular people's concern. People cry in my arms on this issue.
People cry in her arms. So she's saying, Lily Tang Williams, she's saying that she understands what regular people go through, and then this woman is so damn rich and out of touch. What groceries are too high for you? Do you even shop for your own groceries? It's like Donald when he says you need an ID just to buy cereal. You don't need an ID to buy cereal. Poor Donald only had $1 million loan given to him. I mean, it was so tough. It was so tough. And so it was TMZ. That's what the organization was. So we have to rely on TMZ for love and compassion. We got to rely on TMZ for love and compassion. I mean, these are the ones that they're so trashy. They're so Jerry Springer. And I got a couple comments here that Elon Musk had said. Elon Musk says that the government should leave people and their animals alone. Then also talking about how the legacy media says that you're far right if you care about the government killing pet squirrels. That makes you far right? That doesn't make you far right. That makes you pro-love, love, compassion, empathy. And then he's saying to other people, you don't hate the legacy media enough. He's talking about government overreach. If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you could imagine. Obi, Peanut, Kenobi. The government should leave people and their animals alone. He's right. They should. They should. You know, if a dog bit somebody, if a dog was foaming at the mouth and acting belligerent, then maybe the government would have some sort of pretense in order to do something about the pets. If the damn animal isn't attacking anybody, there is no signs of rabies because they're foaming at the mouth, then leave people alone. Leave people alone. If anything, they just destroyed an entire organization. How is he going to get enough money to save the other animals that are on the farm? They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about other people. They don't care how other people have to fucking survive. They got a mandate to go around fucking with people when there's actual real problems in this world. And then he had said that President Donald Trump will save the squirrels, R.I.P. Peanut. Well, I wish Donald Trump would have said something about Peanut. I wish any of the other candidates right now, I am in the bag for Chase Oliver. I feel like if you don't vote for third parties, I don't even know how big, he's against the genocide and warmongers in the military-industrial complex, but he's not like huge on it. But he's right. They're all against the genocide. All third parties are against the genocide. Chase Oliver, the Libertarian candidate for U.S. president, says that this is an unfortunate example of how government acts towards too many peaceful people. They will raid your house, kill your innocent pets due to a regulation. Disgusting. It is disgusting. Somebody else says I'd be normally memeing about topical things like Peanut, but this legit just pisses me off. A taxpayer-funded agency raiding a man's house to murder his rescue pets. To murder his rescue pets is just plain evil. And it is. It's just plain fucking evil. I want to correct a couple things. They did get a warrant, so, they did have a warrant. It wasn't the feds, it was New York officials, so that would be Kathy Hochul, right? So, old fucking Snaggletooth, this is it matters who the damn government is, it matters who the leadership of your state, of your local city, of your nation is. Because if these people don't have goddamn motherfucking empathy, it's like when Kamala hears about somebody at the barber shop. She goes to a black barber shop and somebody said that they had just lost his wife to cancer. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you? It's like just a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, does nobody have, where the fuck is the empathy? That's the whole thing about reading. When I was real young, like 10 years old, they're saying you need to read to, learn empathy. Does nobody else understand empathy? Are we just a psychopathic fucking culture? Is that why we walk past the damn homelessness? Is that why we don't care about the universal health care? We don't care if our neighbors have good health. We don't care if our neighbors are being educated. And we don't care if our neighbors get their pets fucking robbed and stolen from them and killed. It's like, what the fuck,